Hello, how's it going?
Hi.
So, what brings you here?
Well, actually, I'm here on a convention. It's the National Science Teacher Association convention, and I was selected as the sixth grade teacher from my school district. Shout out to South Haven, Mississippi.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very nice. So, have you been to this convention before?
No, this is my very first time. Actually, this will be my first full year of teaching, like school term year. Prior, I have done at the end of this school year, I will actually have 8 years experience as a teacher. My prior years were in high school, so this is my first year really just getting that full thrill as a middle school teacher, and it has been quite a ride. It's been quite a ride. It has been a thrill also. And I'm very excited that I was chosen, selected. I would just say it was all God. I had no parts in it. I knew nothing about it. I'm happy to be here because I've been able to network with different people, background, ethnicities, demographics, and it's just been amazing to be here.
Why do you think that's important for your community or communities in general, is in your field to maybe gather for events like this?
It's been important to gather, I would say resources because I work at a Title I school, so we're funded, but we still lack what we see inside of our community. We have other schools that's inside of our community that has resources, top-notch equipment, just the whole 9 yards, and we lack it. So I have gained a lot of content here, a lot of resources that I can use and take back to my school district as well as my classroom, and it makes me feel confident. And it also brings to my awareness that I need to get out and do more, just have more experiences like this in life in general.
Yeah, right. What do you think that you're learning here that you look forward to bringing back to your community that's new?
So I actually have a list of things. Because they are new, I jotted them down because I didn't want to, forget about them. If you have a minute, I can take out my notebook.
Yeah.
One or two things.
Yeah, for sure. No worries. Yeah, it's all good.
That I actually wrote down. So.
Have you been to Denver before?
No, I have not. I've been out maybe once or twice, just on my own.
Okay.
Just personal. I went down to Target to get a few things because, of course, I left something.
Right.
But to get back to what we were talking about.
Yeah.
One thing in particular that stood out in the section, the section was called Ignite Curiosity in Science Exploration. And so I am fun-filled with science, but it's hard for me to deliver. So delivering my message sometimes I realize individually like that's my personal weaknesses. So that's something that I need to strengthen myself so that I can teach my students how to do that in the realm of science. And so
couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah, so this session stood out to me, and within this session, it was titled the CER Spark. And the C stands for claim, the E stands for evidence, and the R stands for reasoning. So it's basically like you proposed a general question of whatever the content that you're studying in particular, and what you do is you're getting the student to break down this question step by step with a guided, systematic approach to where they break it down and realize that they understand what it is that they're gaining, and they know it, and now they can speak it and they can put it into words themselves. So for me, that's exciting because, like I said, even as an adult, 32 years old, it's hard for me to put things in words, especially when I'm an introvert and I am shy. It probably don't seem like it, but I'm very much so. But this also helps me build my character and my confidence. So with taking on this tool, as well as other tools that I've collected, I'm sure that it's going to impact my classroom and my district as well.
What do you think is like a big difference in the classroom that you're teaching now opposed to your previous years? Because you said you're new. To this, what, sixth grade that is, speaking.
Oh wow, it's a lot. It's a lot because it's like I have to be careful with my choice of words. So I taught special education. I'm an inclusion teacher, and it was 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. So they were more independent. They didn't rely on me as far as me guiding their thoughts, their reasoning. Just basically their everyday basic life skills that I gained during my student years. And that was for me. It was a hard task because I'm like, nobody told me this. I almost believe like I was actually like born with it already, but I'm sure that my environment and things of that nature had an impact on it. So it makes me look at things differently. When it comes to background, when it comes to ethnicity, when it comes to equity, it makes you realize that the small things that you may feel like they're small that you have, it can mean the world to everybody else because they lack or because they have not or because they just very much don't know of as well. So it has changed my reasoning for just being in education in general. It's like now I want to be more of an advocate for students because I just I feel bad for them because they just lack things that I felt like were just already given to me or awarded to me in my upbringing. And I don't think it's fair that they don't reach or get that opportunity to reach their full potential without the help of me and other people who are like-minded like me. So it just welcomed me to know that I'm surrounded by thousands of people who actually care, who share the same purpose and beliefs and culture that I have when it comes to educating students on a daily.
What inspired you to get into teaching?
This one is weird because originally I went off to college. I was awarded scholarships, so I didn't have to pay out of pocket. But I wanted to be in the medical field. Nursing was always my thing, like a companion of mine. But ironically, this guy that I was dating, he was just breaking it down to me and telling me like the perks and all that. So when I originally got in, I'm not gonna say it was for the benefits, but it was basically for the benefits because that's all I knew. But after being in it the first year, I actually grew a passion and a love for just interacting with those kids because during my childhood or my upbringing, I was raised in a single parent household, so I didn't have that support that I wanted. But as a kid, I always dreamed that I would have this life, and it didn't always turn out that way. It didn't turn out that way for me, and so I just felt like I could still have it. So I mainly like use words to get where I am. Like it definitely was manifestation. It was all God. Like I had no intentions on ever being a teacher. I would never thought I would ever be a teacher, and here I am going into my almost 8th year of being a teacher, and I'm just like, how did I do it? I never know, and I'm still learning, but yeah, I still feel like it's my first year as a teacher because in the world of education, things are continually changing. But I'm also increasing and bridging my experience in education. So now that I feel like the classroom has gotten so compact, I feel like I'm not as useful. So I am, I don't know if I want to share it, but I will. So I'm in school right now, getting my master's.
Congratulations.
In school counseling.
Wow, okay.
Because I still want that interactive relationship with the students.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I want to do bigger things and brighter things that can bring in the necessary tools that we actually lack in the environment that I am in right now. So I'm studying to do that while still trying to learn the content of science. And so it is a struggle most days or just at certain times, but it's also very rewarding because it gives me a reason for just existing outside of my daughter. So it does give me a reason, and I grow and I'm loving it, and I know I don't have all the answers all the time, but I'm okay with that because that lets me know that I still have room to grow, and I'm just happy. I don't know. This is good.
Well, thank you so much for thinking about others, not just yourself, you know, and giving back to the community. I can't thank you enough for taking the time to speak with me too, and thank you.
Thank you.
But yeah, enjoy Denver and look forward to the future.
I know. Thank you.
Thanks.